Top 10 richest people in the world. Number 10. David Koch was born on May 3, 1940 in Wichita, Kansas, U.S. In 1959 he graduated from Deerfield Academy Prep School in Massachusetts. Following his brother's footsteps, he joined Massachusetts Institute of Technology, from where he also graduated with a dual degree, a bachelor and a master in chemical engineering in 1963. From political groups like Americans for Prosperity to academic communities like Public Broadcasting Service and Smithsonian Institution in Washington, he donated millions of dollars for the upliftment of these institutions. Both the Koch brothers played an active part in the enhancement and extended their full cooperation. Koch even funded his alma mater Deerfield Academy, with $68 million for Center for Mathematics, and a separate Center for Science and Technology. Number 9. Charles Koch was born on November 1, 1935, in Wichita, Kansas, to Mary and Fred Chase Koch. His father was an engineer-turned-industrialist who later founded what was to become Koch Industries. Charles has 3 brothers, Frederick, David, and William. After graduation he joined Arthur D. Little Incorporated. However, this job lasted for a very short while, as he moved back to Wichita in 1961 in order to join his father's business, Rock Island Oil and Refining Company. Number 8. Michael Bloomberg was born on February 14, 1942, in Boston, Massachusetts. Bloomberg put himself through Johns Hopkins and Harvard and became a partner at Salomon Brothers. He started his own company which revolutionized the distribution of financial information and made him a billionaire. In 2002, Bloomberg became mayor of New York City. He was re-elected for a second, then a controversial third term. Bloomberg was married to Susan Brown from 1975 to 1993. Despite the divorce, the couple are close friends and have 2 daughters, Georgiana and Emma. Since 2000, Bloomberg has been in a relationship with banking superintendent Diana Taylor. Number 7. Lawrence Joseph Larry Ellison was born on August 17, 1944, in New York City. By that time, his mother, Florence Spellman, an unwed immigrant from Odessa, was only 19, and she was not ready to raise a child. As a result, a 9-month-old Larry was sent to his uncle and aunt. Larry has never seen his father, a United States Army Air Corps pilot. Moreover, he did not know about the adoption up to his adolescence. His mother's sister Lillian Spellman Ellison and her husband, Louis Ellison, originated Goldman, who lived in a Jewish district in Chicago, adopted Larry Ellison. His adoptive father was a Russian immigrant and came up with the last name Ellison in tribute to Ellis Island Gateway, where he immigrated to the United States. Number 6. Carlos Slim Helú, one of the wealthiest people in the world, was born on January 28, 1940, in Mexico City to a family of Lebanese Christian immigrants. He became a billionaire after the economic crash of 1982 when he purchased investments at low prices that would later be extremely valuable. In 2000, he founded the foundation for the historic center of Mexico City to restore and save significant buildings. Carlos's entry into the world of telecommunications happened as early as in 1990, when he worked with South Bell Corporation and France Telecom. His immense interest in the field made him acquire the very prestigious government telecommunications company Telmex from the Mexican government. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg was born on May 14, 1984 to Edward Zuckerberg, a dentist, and Karen Kempner, a psychiatrist. He was brought up in the state of New York, with his 3 sisters. He was raised Jewish, and even had his bar mitzvah as he turned 13. Mark Zuckerberg was an instant success. At his first school, he excelled in all disciplines and worked diligently throughout his classes. In his later high school years, he was considered one of his school's top students in the classics, before moving into the arts, sciences, and literature. again picking up high marks and receiving academic praise. His incredible performance during high school earned him admission to Harvard University, one of the country's top colleges and a training ground for innovators in science and business. Number 4. Warren Edward Buffett was born August 30, 1930, in Omaha, Nebraska. He was the seventh generation of Buffetts to call Omaha home. The first Nebraskan Buffett opened a grocery store in 1869. Buffett's grandfather also ran a grocery store and once employed a young Charlie Munger, the future vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett's father, Howard, was a local stockbroker and banker who later became a Republican congressman. Number 3. Jeffrey Preston Jeff Bezos, pronounced Bezos, was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His biological father, Ted Jorgensen, was one of Albuquerque's top unicyclists and part of a local troupe, the Unicycle Wranglers, who put on performance at county fairs and circuses while Jeff was still a baby. Jeff's mother, Jacqueline Bezos, was still in her teens when she married Ted, and their marriage lasted for little more than 1 year. Number 2. Amancio Ortega Gaona was born on March 28, 1936, the beginning of the Civil War in Spain, in Bustungo de Arbas, a small village with less than 100 citizens located in the northern Spanish region Leon. He was the youngest of 4 other children. Being extremely poor, the Ortega family soon moved to La Coruña, Galicia, Spain, surviving due to Amancio father's job at the local railway station. They lived in a beggarly house at the railway workers' quarters. His mother employed as a housemaid, Amancio heard her pleading for credit at local stores, unable to afford essential items, which made him leave school and start working at the age of 14. Number 1. William Henry Gates was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. As the principal founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates is one of the most influential and richest people on the planet. Recent estimates of his wealth put it at $86 billion, January 2017. This is the equivalent of the combined GDP of several African economies. In recent years he has retired from working full-time at Microsoft, and has instead concentrated on working with his charitable foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.